Respect is not something you demand. It is something people feel when they are around you. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology gave it a name. They observed that true authority does not come from volume, threats, or dominance. It comes from composure, from the ability to remain calm while others become emotional. From choosing words carefully instead of reacting impulsively. In a noisy world, quiet certainty stands out. Most people believe respect must be fought for. The Stoics believed the opposite. They believed respect follows self-mastery. When you control your reactions, your speech, and your decisions, people sense it immediately. They may not be able to explain it, but they feel it. This video explores phrases that command respect without shouting, arguing, or proving anything. These are phrases rooted in Stoic discipline. And if this kind of wisdom helps you move through life with more confidence and calm authority, subscribe to this channel. Everything here is designed to strengthen your mind and sharpen your presence. Phrase 1. Let me think about it. This phrase is deceptively powerful because it resists one of the strongest forces in human interaction: pressure. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They rush to fill it, they rush to answer because they fear appearing unsure, weak, or unprepared. The Stoics warned against this impulse. They taught that hasty decisions are often emotional decisions, and emotional decisions weaken authority. When you say, "Let me think about it," you reclaim control of the moment. You refuse to be rushed. You signal that your agreement, opinion, or commitment is not automatic. This instantly changes how others see you. People respect what they cannot easily push. The pause itself becomes a boundary. This phrase also communicates self-trust. You are not afraid to take time because you trust your judgment. You don't need external pressure to guide your choices. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that freedom begins when you stop reacting to the demands of others. This phrase embodies that freedom. Silence after this sentence is just as important as the sentence itself. When you don't rush to explain, justify, or soften it, others feel the weight of your calm. They realize the decision is happening internally, not emotionally. That realization commands respect. Many people regret the things they said yes to too quickly. The Stoic avoids this by creating space between stimulus and response. "Let me think about it" is not hesitation. It is discipline, and discipline always earns quiet respect. When you begin to speak like this, people start adjusting their expectations of you. They become more careful with their requests. They sense that your time and energy are not freely available. That shift alone changes how you are treated in every environment: work, relationships, and social settings. If you're learning to slow down, think clearly, and speak with intention, subscribe to this channel. This is where we build that mindset step by step. Phrase 2. That doesn't work for me. This phrase is the foundation of self-respect. It is a boundary expressed without anger, guilt, or explanation. The Stoics believed that a person who cannot say no calmly will eventually say yes resentfully. And resentment corrodes character. Most people sabotage their boundaries by over-explaining them. They believe clarity requires justification. In reality, justification invites debate. When you explain too much, you give others material to push against. This phrase gives them nothing. "That doesn't work for me" is powerful because it is personal and final. You are not criticizing the request. You are not attacking the person. You are simply stating your position. The absence of emotional charge makes it difficult to argue with. There is no insult to respond to, no aggression to mirror. This phrase also reveals inner discipline. You are not swayed by pressure, guilt, or fear of disappointing others. The Stoics taught that living according to reason sometimes means disappointing people. That is not cruelty. That is integrity. When you use this phrase, People quickly learn where you stand. Some may test it at first, but consistency trains behavior. Over time, others adjust their expectations of you. They stop overstepping. They stop assuming access. That adjustment is respect taking shape. In relationships, this phrase prevents silent resentment. In work environments, it protects your time and energy. In social situations, it keeps you aligned with your values. Boundaries spoken calmly are more effective than boundaries defended emotionally. The Stoic understands that saying no to others is often saying yes to inner peace. And inner peace changes how you carry yourself. People notice that calm. They respond to it. If you're learning to set boundaries without guilt or aggression, stay with this channel and subscribe. This is the discipline we train here. 3. I hear you. When used consistently, this phrase changes how people approach you. They stop feeling the need to overpower you verbally. They stop repeating themselves. They stop escalating. The Stoics understood that most conflict is fueled not by disagreement, but by the fear of being ignored. When you remove that fear, you remove the fuel. This phrase also strengthens your self-command. You are choosing to listen without surrendering control of the conversation. You are not rushing to defend your ego. You are not scrambling to prove intelligence or dominance. That restraint signals confidence. People sense when someone is comfortable in their position. There is also a psychological shift that happens when you say this calmly and then pause. The other person expects a reaction. When none comes, they're forced to sit with their own words. Often, they soften. Sometimes, they even correct themselves. Silence paired with acknowledgement is powerful. In professional settings, this phrase earns respect from both peers and superiors. It shows maturity. It shows that you can handle disagreement without becoming defensive. Leaders who listen without reacting are trusted more than those who constantly assert themselves. The Stoic does not confuse calm listening with weakness. He knows that strength is shown by control, not volume. By mastering this phrase, you develop the ability to remain centered while others reveal their emotional state. That composure quietly elevates you. Phrase 4. I was wrong. This phrase separates the disciplined from the insecure. Most people avoid it because their identity is tied to being right. The Stoics rejected this attachment. They believed that clinging to false pride weakens the soul. Truth, even when uncomfortable, strengthens it. When you admit a mistake calmly, without excuses or emotional collapse, you take full ownership of the situation. You remove tension immediately. Arguments lose their power when accountability is present. There is nothing left to fight against. This phrase also builds long-term credibility. People trust those who correct themselves. They know such individuals are guided by reality, not ego. In professional environments, this trust translates into respect. In personal relationships, it creates safety. The key is tone. The Stoic does not apologize dramatically. He does not over-explain. He does not punish himself verbally. He simply states the truth and moves forward. That simplicity communicates confidence. There is also courage in this phrase. It requires facing discomfort without deflection. Most people avoid the discomfort by blaming others or minimizing their role. The Stoic does neither. He stands in truth calmly. Over time, this behavior shapes your reputation. People stop expecting defensiveness from you. They approach disagreements differently. They know you are grounded enough to face reality. That grounding commands respect without effort. If you're learning to release ego and speak with clarity, subscribe to this channel. This is the path we walk here. Phrase 5. I've made my decision. This phrase becomes even more powerful when paired with stillness. After saying it, you stop talking. No justification, no nervous filler, no backtracking. Silence is what seals the authority. The Stoics believed that once reason has spoken, emotion should not reopen the case. When you continue explaining, you invite doubt, both from others and from yourself. Many people fear this phrase because they worry it will make them seem cold or uncooperative. In reality, it makes you appear grounded. People are drawn to certainty. They feel safer around someone whose inner compass is stable. Even when others disagree with your decision, they often respect how calmly it was delivered. This phrase is especially important in situations where people attempt to negotiate endlessly. Some personalities thrive on wearing others down. Calm finality shuts that door. Not with force, but with clarity. The Stoic understands that peace often comes from ending conversations, not prolonging them. Over time, people begin to sense when your decisions are not emotional impulses but thoughtful conclusions. That reputation reduces resistance before it even begins. Authority, once established, rarely needs to be defended. How these phrases change your presence. What makes these phrases effective is not the words themselves, but the mindset behind them. Spoken without inner discipline, they sound empty. Spoken from composure, they reshape how others experience you. The Stoics emphasized alignment, words matching inner state. When your speech reflects calm reasoning, people feel it. Most people leak insecurity through over-explaining, apologizing excessively, or reacting emotionally. These phrases remove those leaks. They simplify your communication. Simplicity is intimidating in a world addicted to noise. As you begin using these phrases, you'll notice a shift. Conversations become shorter. Pushback decreases. People listen more carefully, not because you became aggressive, but because you became centered. Respect grows when others sense that you are not seeking approval. Approval seeking invites control from the outside. Self-respect reverses that flow. The Stoic lives from the inside out. If you want to develop this kind of presence, where fewer words carry more weight, subscribe to this channel. Everything here is built around clarity, discipline, and calm authority. Why silence amplifies these phrases. Silence is the hidden partner to every phrase that commands respect. The Stoics valued silence not as emptiness, but as strength restrained. When you stop speaking at the right moment, your words echo longer. After saying, "Let me think about it," silence shows you are serious. After, "That doesn't work for me," silence confirms the boundary. After, "I hear you," silence creates space for reflection. After, "I was wrong," silence signals acceptance. After, "I've made my decision," silence ends debate. Many people talk themselves out of respect by filling silence with nervous explanations. The Stoic allows silence to do its work. Silence forces others to confront reality without distraction. Practicing silence is uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is a sign you are breaking old habits. Over time, silence becomes natural. And when silence becomes natural, authority follows. Using these phrases in daily life. At work, these phrases position you as thoughtful and reliable. You are no longer the person who reacts instantly or agrees under pressure. You become someone whose input is valued because it is measured. In relationships, these phrases prevent emotional exhaustion. You stop arguing in circles. You stop explaining your boundaries repeatedly. Calm repetition, or calm refusal to repeat, trains respect. In social settings, these phrases help you avoid unnecessary drama. You listen without absorbing chaos. You speak without escalating tension. That balance makes people comfortable around you. The Stoic does not aim to dominate conversations. He aims to remain sovereign within them. These phrases are tools of sovereignty. The Stoic principle behind it all. At the core of Stoicism is one idea: control what is yours, release what is not. Your words are yours. Your reactions are yours. Other people's emotions are not. These phrases work because they respect that boundary. They focus on what you can govern: your speech, your decisions, your attention. When you master those, external respect becomes a byproduct. The Stoics never chased respect. They chased virtue, clarity, and inner order. Respect followed naturally. If this philosophy resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. You're not here for noise. You're here for strength.